Imagine waking up one morning to a sky that seems grayer than usual. The air feels heavier, your throat is scratchy, and there's a faint chemical smell lingering around. You dismiss it as just another day, but what if I told you that this scenario is slowly becoming our reality? Pollution, an often invisible enemy, is affecting our health in ways we might not fully understand. Today, we embark on a journey to uncover the hidden truths about pollution and its profound impacts on our well-being. 1. The birth of an invisible enemy. The genesis of pollution. Pollution has been a part of our world since the dawn of the Industrial Revolution. Factories began spewing smoke, rivers turned murky, and the air became thick with pollutants. Initially, these changes were seen as the price of progress. But as time went on, the true cost began to reveal itself. Types of pollution. There are several types of pollution, each with its own unique impact on health. Air pollution. Emitted from vehicles, industries, and natural sources, air pollution includes harmful gases like carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, and particulate matter. Water pollution. Often caused by industrial waste, agricultural runoff, and sewage discharge, water pollution contaminates our drinking water sources. Soil pollution. The result of improper disposal of hazardous waste, pesticides, and heavy metals, soil pollution affects the food we grow and consume. Noise pollution. Chronic exposure to loud noises from traffic, construction, and industrial activities can lead to various health issues. Light pollution. Excessive artificial light disrupts natural cycles and can affect human health, particularly sleep patterns. 2. Breathing trouble. The impact of air pollution, the silent killers in the air. Air pollution is perhaps the most pervasive form of pollution. The tiny particles and gases we inhale daily can have severe consequences on our respiratory and cardiovascular systems. Let's explore how. Respiratory diseases. One of the most immediate impacts of air pollution is on our respiratory system. Pollutants like particulate matter, PM2.5 and PM10, and nitrogen dioxide can cause or exacerbate conditions such as asthma, bronchitis, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. Children and the elderly are particularly vulnerable, with rising cases of asthma attacks and lung infections in polluted areas. Cardiovascular complications. Air pollution doesn't just stop at the lungs. Studies have shown that fine particulate matter can enter the bloodstream, leading to inflammation of blood vessels and increasing the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and hypertension. The World Health Organization estimates that millions of premature deaths each year are linked to air pollution-related cardiovascular diseases. The impact on children and the elderly. Children's developing lungs and immune systems make them more susceptible to the adverse effects of air pollution. Prenatal exposure can lead to low birth weight and developmental delays. The elderly, often with pre-existing health conditions, are also at higher risk, with increased hospital admissions for respiratory and heart conditions on days with high pollution levels. 3. Toxic waters, the menace of water pollution. Polluted water sources. Water is essential for life, yet water pollution poses a significant threat to our health. Industrial waste, agricultural chemicals, and untreated sewage are the main culprits contaminating our water sources. Waterborne diseases. Contaminated water can harbor harmful pathogens leading to diseases like cholera, dysentery, and hepatitis. These illnesses are particularly prevalent in developing countries where access to clean water and proper sanitation is limited. Chemical contaminants. Beyond pathogens, chemical pollutants such as heavy metals, lead, mercury, arsenic, and pesticides can have chronic health impacts. Long-term exposure can lead to neurological disorders, kidney damage, and even cancer. The tragedy of Flint, Michigan. One of the most well-known water pollution disasters in recent history is the Flint water crisis. In 2014, the city of Flint switched its water supply to the Flint River, leading to lead contamination and a public health crisis. This event highlighted the dire consequences of water pollution and the critical need for vigilant water quality management. 4. The hidden danger, soil pollution. The contaminated ground beneath us. Soil pollution is an often overlooked but critical environmental issue. Pollutants like heavy metals, pesticides, and industrial chemicals can seep into the soil, affecting the food we grow and ultimately, our health. Food contamination. Plants absorb contaminants from polluted soil, which can then enter the food chain. Consuming crops grown in contaminated soil can lead to various health issues, including heavy metal poisoning and chronic diseases. The impact on farmers. Farmers working in contaminated soils are at high risk of exposure to harmful chemicals. This can lead to acute poisoning, skin diseases, and long-term health problems like cancer and reproductive issues. 5. The unseen threat: noise and light pollution. The toll of noise pollution. Noise pollution, though not often considered a health hazard, can have profound effects on our well-being. Chronic exposure to loud noises can lead to hearing loss, sleep disturbances, and increased stress levels. High noise levels have also been linked to an increased risk of heart disease. The disruption of light pollution. Light pollution disrupts natural sleep patterns by interfering with the production of melatonin, a hormone that regulates sleep. This can lead to sleep disorders, impaired immune function, and increased risk of chronic conditions such as obesity and diabetes. 6. A global perspective: pollution around the world. Pollution in developing countries. Developing countries often face the brunt of pollution due to rapid industrialization, inadequate regulations, and lack of infrastructure for waste management. Cities like Delhi, Beijing, and Dhaka frequently record hazardous air quality levels, posing severe health risks to their populations. The developed world's challenges. Even in developed countries, pollution remains a significant issue. Urban areas with heavy traffic and industrial activities experience poor air quality. Incidents like the Deepwater Horizon oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico highlight the ongoing threats to water quality. Global efforts to combat pollution. International organizations and governments are working to address pollution through policies, regulations, and initiatives. The Paris Agreement aims to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, while local efforts focus on improving air and water quality standards. 7. Personal stories: the human face of pollution. Maria's asthma battle. Maria, a young girl living in a bustling city, shares her struggles with asthma. Her condition worsened due to the polluted air in her neighborhood, affecting her ability to attend school and play with friends. Maria's story highlights the personal impact of air pollution on daily life. The farmers of Punjab. Farmers in Punjab, India, face health issues due to soil pollution from pesticide use. This chapter delves into their lives, illustrating the long-term health effects and the economic challenges they face. Flint residents' fight for clean water. The Flint water crisis had a profound impact on the community. Residents share their experiences of dealing with lead poisoning, the fight for clean water, and the ongoing health repercussions. 8. The path forward: solutions and hope. Reducing air pollution. To combat air pollution, governments and individuals must take action. Implementing stricter emission standards, promoting clean energy sources, and encouraging public transportation can make a significant difference. Ensuring safe water. Improving water treatment facilities, reducing industrial discharge, and promoting sustainable agricultural practices are crucial steps in ensuring clean water for all. Cleaning up soil. Remediation techniques, such as phytoremediation, using plants to absorb contaminants, can help clean polluted soils. Reducing the use of harmful pesticides and properly disposing of hazardous waste are also essential measures. Mitigating noise and light pollution. Urban planning that includes green spaces, sound barriers, and reduced use of artificial lighting can help mitigate noise and light pollution. Individuals can also make changes, such as using blackout curtains and minimizing exposure to loud noises. Conclusion. The story of pollution and its effects on our health is a complex and ongoing saga. While the challenges are significant, there is hope. Through awareness, collective action, and innovation, we can combat this invisible enemy and create a healthier, cleaner world for future generations. As we close this chapter, remember that each small action contributes to a larger change. Together, we can make a difference. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.